Hi, coaches. This is just a quick video welcoming you to debate and explaining basically what East African debate is. So first of all, welcome. We're super glad to have you coaching here and to get your students involved in debate. Debate is really great. It's a place where students can try out, strengthening their advocacy skills, strengthening out their public speaking skills, strengthening their use of evidence and argumentation skills. You might have a lot of students in class who um, the traditional model of sitting down, learning, doing tests, doing activities on their own doesn't really work for them, but they're super good at like speaking out loud, interacting with others, being team leaders. Those students will be great debaters. And this is a way for them to learn about different things about the world in a different, more interactive, more experiential way. And they're going to have a lot of fun doing it. So that's basically why I'm excited to have you here and why I think your kids are going to be excited to debate. In terms of what debate actually is, I'm going to start by saying what it's not. First, it's not like a presidential debate. It's also not chaotic. It's not like kids just get up and yell at each other and it's like really overwhelming. That's not how it is. Okay. So the way debate works is in every debate, there's a certain speech order, like this team speaks, then this team speaks, then this team speaks, this team speaks, and they go back and forth. And they have a certain amount of time to give each speech. And they're also supposed to be using evidence to help make their arguments. So we're going to give the debaters a topic and some evidence related to that topic before the year even starts. So that way they don't have to do any outside research. And that way they can in the debates, they can use evidence to help make their arguments, to make sure they're really clear and to make sure they're well warranted and well grounded in reality. So that's the basic idea of what debate is it's a structured argumentation activity where kids present evidence and arguments for their side and against the other side. So for example, this year's topic is going to be about, in 2021, this year's topic is going to be about whether the city should make a bigger effort to hire East African police officers. And there's going to be one team at every tournament, or at every tournament, your kids are going to debate at least twice. And in those debates, they're going to have one debate where they are in favor of that topic and one debate where they're against that topic. So they need to be prepared for both sides. And they're going to debate against other students from other schools. So the way that works is that in debate, students are put into partnerships of 2 students each. So let's say you have 10 kids. You're going to split those 10 kids into 5 teams of 2 students each. So students A and B, students C and D, students E and F, et cetera, right? And those debaters at the tournament are going to be randomly assigned either in favor of the topic or against the topic, and they're going to debate against other schools. So might be like Washburn debates against South, and then the next debate, that same Washburn team debates against Highland Park, something like that. It's going to keep going back and forth, kind of random. As much as possible, especially this year, we're going to try to keep the high school students with high school and middle school with middle school, just try to make it more fair. But everybody's going to be debating the same topic with the same evidence. And I think your kids are going to have a really good time. So ideally, they use the evidence. They can also talk about their own personal experience if they want to, but they're not required to. And in every debate, they're going to debate against 2 other students from a different school. And they're going to debate in front of a judge who is hopefully another member of the East African community, like someone who's a little more older, who's seen some things and been around. But it could also be, teachers, college students, other adults who are ready and willing to judge debates. So that judge is going to listen to their arguments, and throughout those arguments, they're going to decide at the end of the day, if the city were to try to hire more East African police officers, would that make the world better or would that make the world worse? And students on both sides have a lot of different evidence and arguments they can use to help make those arguments that come from all different parts of the political spectrum and from different cultural background understandings. So hopefully your students will find something that interests them, that they think relates to them, and they can turn that into arguments that they can bring to debate, introduce in front of the judge, and hopefully win some debates against some other teams. The last thing I want to say is that Debate can be difficult. It's a public speaking activity. Public speaking is really difficult for a lot of people and can induce some fear and anxiety for them. So just make sure you take it easy with the students. Remember, it's just an after school educational activity that's built so that kids can sort of practice some different skills and learn some things about the world. It's not the end all be all. It's not like super high stakes. So this is meant to just have fun, learn some things, and try something new. So hope you have a great time coaching. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to email me or text me, let me know. And I think your students are going to have a really good time in the practices and in the tournaments, and they're going to have a great time overall in debate. So I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.